A Minneapolis woman hears a sound in the alley behind her home. Not sure what she just heard, she's concerned. She thinks maybe someone's being assaulted or robbed, so she calls 911. She calls 911, and then when the officers arrive, 2 officers in a patrol car, she goes downstairs. She's not wearing a black hoodie or Timberlands. She's carrying nothing. She's wearing pajamas and a t-shirt, slippers. She goes down to tell the officers about what she heard because she called 911. When she gets down to the officers, she begins talking to them outside of the patrol car, and while she's speaking to one officer, apparently the other officer fires a shot through the passenger side, killing her. Her name is Justine Damond. She was 40 years old, engaged to be married. She was a yoga instructor, a meditation guru, a person who believed in self-help and making the world a better place. And she's dead now because, well, we're not sure why. We may never really know what happened because the officers didn't have their body cameras turned on, and neither did the patrol car capture any of the interaction. This is the same area where Philando Castile was killed. Not exactly the same situation, but the same result. And I'm pretty sure it'll be the same story. Somehow these officers were afraid for their lives. The only difference this time is that that argument probably won't stand up to scrutiny in a court of law because, well, this woman happens to be white. And I don't mean to reduce Miss Damond as just a white woman. She had people that loved her. She was engaged to get married. She had family and friends, and also family back in Australia. I'm sure who wonder, why did we ever let Justine go to America, where she dies at the hands of the people that are paid to protect her? I was reading an article in the New York Daily News by Sean King. He says that over 660 civilians have died at the hands of cops. He also goes into the article to say that a friend and him had a conversation and they came to the conclusion that in order for police brutality or police overreach and police murder to stop, it'd probably have to have more casualties that were like Justine Damond. It's a damn shame when it comes to this, where the only way we can get actual action or actual remedies to these situations where cops shoot and kill unarmed citizens or citizens with arms legally is to have deaths of the least threatening of us, the most attractive of us, the most protected of us. You know, we're all human beings. We all live in a stereotypical, racist, supremacist society, whether we believe it or not. I'm sure there are black viewers going, uh-oh, that officer in trouble now. And I'm sure for some of the white viewers out there, maybe for the first time ever, you're seeing that you don't have to be a bad person to be shot by a cop. Nope. You could be doing the right thing and still be a threat. 3 years ago to the day, Eric Garner was killed on the streets of Staten Island, New York, and we have yet to see justice. In fact, the officer that choked him out and caused his death still works as an NYPD officer. Hey, he even got back pay. Yeah, it's sad, but it's the reality of our society, the reality of our system. It may take more deaths of people like Justine Damond for the rest of America to wake up and realize we do have a police problem. It's not just a civilian problem. And yes, there are some officers who are gunned down in the line of duty, 23 this year. That does not mitigate, that should not sacrifice the life of our citizens. I will update you to this story as the facts become more available. I do have one qualm with the story, just one. In Sean King's story, in the beginning, he says that these types of issues would get more spotlight if it weren't for Donald Trump grabbing the headlines every day. And Sean, Trump ain't grabbing the headlines. They're giving him the headlines. And no one knows that better than you. Subscribe to this channel and I will update you, as I said before. Maybe finally we can get some justice, and maybe finally we can spark some police reform in this country. If not, prepare yourselves, white America, for more Justines. Can you hear me now?